Welcome to Rise and Grind Radio 3.0.
You are now about to witness.
With your host, Scotty the Body.
Come down later for moon
Serving up truth bombs, hard facts, and real life grit. It's time to wake up.
Good evening.
Let's grind.
Here we go again.
No, you gonna dig this.
What's good, Rise and Grind family? It's your boy, Scotty the Body. Welcome back to 2026. Or welcome to 2026. I don't know. They all kind of start blending together after a while, right? I don't know. Today we're checking in because, well, there's a lot of shit going on in the world. And I feel like this one's more important because I've seen patterns emerge. I have a lot of friends in, not a lot. I don't have a lot of friends. That's the biggest joke ever. I have a few friends. So the few friends I have are spread out through the world, right? I have a few friends here and I have a few friends there. And particularly, I have a few friends in the UK, right? And within the last, 5 or 6 years, they've been implementing what we're going to be talking about today. And I feel that it was important because it is hitting my state specifically, and almost the grand capital of the world, New York City, Manhattan and Brooklyn to be specific, at a local grocery store called Wegmans. Wegmans started implementing their biometric scanner early May 2024. So we're going to get into that. Just give us a second here.
Tonight on what Wegmans does with its biometric data of shoppers. Signs at the Brooklyn and Manhattan stores say facial recognition, eye scans, and voice prints are used and kept to increase security. But when Wegmans originally launched a pilot program, management said any data of shoppers would be deleted. Some customers complained the policy makes them feel uneasy. Legislation in the city council to block biometric storage has stalled for years.
Like I said, welcome back to Rise and Grind Radio 3.0. Today's a wake-up call because a lot of us had our head in the fucking sand or up our ass. All right, so today is January 6th, 2026. So listen carefully. A new year doesn't mean a clean slate. It means new software. The system, it's like New York City. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't rest. It doesn't reflect. It updates. And right now, it's updating you. Not through elections, not through headlines, but through your daily routine. Through places that you thought you could trust, that you've been going to for years, that have been held in common conversation, like the grocery store. So if you think this episode's about paranoia or fear, well, you've already missed the point. This episode is about awareness, because awareness is the first thing that gets erased before control feels normal. So let me paint the picture a little bit. You finish work, you're tired, you just want food, so you walk into one of our local grocery stores, is Wegmans. So you walk into Wegmans, bright lights, clean aisles, not like that place Tops. And near the entrance, quietly posted, is a very small sign. No warning tone, no blue light, no dramatic language. Just a matter of fact. This store uses facial recognition, eye scans, and voice data for safety and loss prevention. That sentence should stop you cold. Because that's not about groceries anymore. It's about biometrics. Your face, your eyes, even that beautiful voice that's coming out of your throat. Not scanned if you do something wrong. Scanned because you exist in the space. Because you're there. You didn't do anything wrong. You're just there. Yeah. Think about that one. Without your permission. Well, your permission, you give consent. I mean, right? Or did you? Here's the part that matters. You didn't give verbal consent. You didn't sign anything. You didn't really opt in. But walking through the door and being, literate makes you consent. Like I said before, Wegmans began piloting facial recognition back in 2024. At first, they said it was for employees. They said non-consenters wouldn't be stored. Okay. Fast forward to now. Customers, full environments, high traffic locations, and the phrase they keep repeating? Only a small fraction of stores. Let me translate that for you. Infrastructure is never installed for fractions. It's installed for eventual normalization. And this is where the people, well, a lot of them making a mistake. They say, oh, it's just Wegmans. Or is it? It's not. This is not an isolated incident. I actually did research on this because, well, it fucking matters. Whether you want to dive into it now or in 6 months when it's right in your face, it matters. This is not an isolated incident. This is not a rogue company. This is a real retail industry shift. Confirmed facial recognition and biometric surveillance has already been used in multiple places, such as Walmart, Home Depot, for all you conservatives, Lowe's, Macy's, Albertsons, Kroger banners nationwide, bro. Kroger, come on. And, regional chains like ShopRite and Fairway Market for those lesser fare folks. Most of these companies don't build the tech themselves, right? They outsource it to firms like Face First. That matters because now your biometric data is not just in a store. It's in a third-party ecosystem sold as data. Stored, indexed, matched, retained, probably sold. Definitely sold, like everything else is. And here's the kicker. Policies can change without even you asking. All you got to do is walk in the fucking door. What starts as loss prevention can quietly become behavioral analysis, right? I'll tell you what. When I walk into Wegmans, I try to look appropriate. Even when I do look appropriate, I could wear a t-shirt and look what I have on my arms. I still get stereotyped like I'm some fucking hoodlum. Well, maybe once upon a time, but that's not here or there. Most of the time I fucking pay in cash anyway. So it's like, here, the bank gave me this. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I got plastic too, but I'm trying to get rid of this shit. But dude, I go to Wegmans. I watch the those security guards or asset protection. I tell you, they watch me too. Well, here's the thing. I'll put it this way. I watch them watch me. I don't know if they know that I'm watching them, but I know that they're watching me. So, just putting that out there, right? I may look suspect as fuck, but I pay my bills. I pay taxes. I'm not a criminal. And maybe once upon a time I did some stupid shit in my life, but now I'm here for the people, right? And I'm not going to be put in that fucking category when all I'm here to do is help folks out. So yeah, that behavioral analysis thing kind of got me a little bit because they act like I'm suspect and I don't pay for it. I don't stand in line and I look them in the fucking eye and then pay them with cash. And as a white guy, well, so sort of white guy, you know. After finding out this 23andMe or Ancestry.com shit, you know, I'm like half, well, not half, like white, Hispanic, Arab, fucking original Jewish, like from the, like, I'm talking Semitic, not like we wear yarmulkes and shit. I'm not a Zionist. No, I'm actually like Semitic. My family comes from Levant and all that Mediterranean area. Anyway, so maybe they think I'm a terrorist. I don't know. I'll tell you what. You're never going to receive a text message on your phone as you're walking into one of these places and says, "Hey, by the way, your face is now being used differently." Maybe send us a text message saying you're about to fuck us with our data, right? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Every corporation uses the same obligatory phrase. It's for safety. That phrase has become a permission slip. But let's interrogate that. Because safety for corporations often means liability reduction, not protection for you and me. Human protection. And here's the hard truth. Once the biometric data exists, well, it becomes valuable. It becomes transferable, much like crypto or your funds in your bank account. Data breaches happen. Internal misuse happens. Sure. Law enforcement partnerships. They happen. I'll tell you what. I got no problem with local law enforcement. A lot of them are good friends of mine. I grew up with them. You know, we used to go downtown and have shots together, among other things. Whatever. But, you know, like I said, law enforcement partnerships happen. I have no qualms with local law enforcement because they know what's coming. You know, they're just trying to do their job. They're trying to pay their fucking bills. It's a job, right? So my locally, tangent. I'm trying to catch up with myself here. So the local Wegmans over here in Buffalo, I think there's a couple of them that do it now. There are police and Target too. There's they have biometric scanners in Target too. So in the local Target and the local Wegmans, there are local police video or surveillance, just operation bots. They just sit there in the parking lot. They're like 30 feet high, fucking black ball, just scanning the parking lot, making sure nobody's being a piece of shit. But that's where it's at. That's where it starts, right? You may not be in the store, and if it is in the store, it's still fucking outside the store too. You know what I mean? They don't need a warrant to ask a company for cooperation. They already have it. Your face doesn't have a Fourth Amendment protections the way your home does, right? Unlike a password, you can't reset your face. You can't rotate your eyes. You can't revoke your voice. Once it's captured, it is captured forever. Yeah, that's the hard truth, fellas. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if this makes you feel uncomfortable, well, good. That discomfort is awareness waking up. I know it's tough to hear. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but, you know, I'll tell you what, personal story. I was the last kid in 4th grade to believe in Santa Claus. I came home crying to my grandfather one day. He came home from out of town, and he picked me and my brother up from school. And the kids were making fun of me because it was close to Christmas. I'm like, you guys, you know, you waiting for Santa? Da, 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 da. And they're like, oh, you still believe in Santa? And they're telling me he's fake, you know, whatever. And doing the things that kids do, being all mean. So I go to my grandfather, you know, 4th grade, little late developer there. Very naive. I said, Grandpa, is Santa real? You know, in hopes that he would tell me, like, you know, this dude's real. He's been giving you gifts for a while now. So he goes, oh, he's a real smart dude. He was, what did he do? He wasn't a mason. He was like a master mason. He was super smart. Is a consultant, all kinds of shit. He goes, you know, Scooter, he's real if you want him to be. Now, coming from where I was from, dude, I had religion and science on the same fucking floor. I was already confused as shit. I didn't know, no idea what was going on. So this old man who kind of looked like Santa Claus, you know, he had a big white beard and a big old belly, tells me that he's real if you want him to be. Like, dude, look, I'm kind of looking at him right now. You know, what the fuck? I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. That it's time to wake up. Yeah. Maybe I'm the grandpa to tell you that it's not real, right? This is real as fuck. This is real as fuck. Santa Claus isn't real. You know, a lot of people don't like you. Your friends usually are in it to help themselves one way or another. I'm not kidding. Every relationship has reciprocation. And if it doesn't, then it's failing. Science. Anyway, moving on. Tangent. Here we go again. This is about autonomy. Freedom isn't just political slogans. Freedom is bodily sovereignty. Say it again. Freedom is bodily sovereignty. Your biology should not be a subscription service that you unknowingly signed up for. That's another thing too. We'll get into later. Not this episode, but I mean, I kind of grew up in this whole occult world. My dad was really into it. Yeah, I kind of got into it early too. But the birth certificate, if you're an American, you have a birth certificate, is literally a receipt that you are part of a product from this corporation. We'll get into that in another episode, but I don't want to take too much of your time. So here's the pattern. It's always the same. First, it's always for shoplifters. That's it. Only for those scumbag shoplifters. And then it helps optimize experiences. Yeah. And then it improves personalization. Okay. That's what Meta did when they started recording your conversations on your actual phone. And then it flags anomalies. It's kind of what Meta's doing now too. And then it enforces compliance. Silence is compliance. Dude. That's not a conspiracy timeline, folks. That's actual. That's a systems timeline. And the system don't need evil intent. It just needs momentum. Convenience replaces consent. Efficiency replaces ethics. And silence replaces choice. You don't say anything, that's it. Might as well just chalk it the fuck up. So what can you do? You know, what the fuck can you do in this midst of all this madness and you're just pulling your hair out of your head by the end of this episode because you're like, God, is this dude ever going to shut the fuck up? It's not about hiding in the woods, folks. This is not a scare thing. I'm not trying to fearmonger. I'm just trying to wake you the fuck up before you are afraid. Before it's too late and you're in some fucking camp because you chose Democrat instead of Republican. This is about intentional living, real responses, right? Support local, independent retailers. Use cash when possible, because this is all going to head towards that CBDC shit, the digital IDs. It's all going to the same fucking place. And that's all going to Palantir, baby. Use cash when possible. Read posted surveillance policies. Ask employees questions politely, publicly, loudly so people can hear you, not ignorantly, but enough so people can hear you. Push municipalities for transparent laws. And stop fucking normalizing nothing to hide language. Awareness alone changes behavior. And that behavior changes the systems. So I guess this is my call to action, right? Rise and grind, fam. The grind isn't just reps and routines. It's mental discipline. It's awareness discipline. Yeah. They don't need force anymore. They just need your indifference. So don't give it to them. Don't. Question. Pause. Think. Be mindful. I think one of our first episodes was mindfulness. And of course, keep grinding. Because the fight for real freedom isn't theoretical anymore. It's already in your grocery aisle. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. Let's close this out with a big bang. 2 seconds here. Oh, it's not working for me. All right. Well, in closing, Scotty the Body. This is Rise and Grind Radio 3.0. Drop your thoughts in the comments. You know, are you switching stores? Are you paying cash? Watching closely? Wake up. Wise up. Rise and grind, baby. We're out.